So yeah, a lot of that tree ended up being rotten, really punky, rotten wood, not even really good for firewood. It was standing dead out there too long. From what I understand about pine, it depends on whether it dies in the summertime or the wintertime as to how fast it goes punky. Usually if I get to a tree before all the pine needles have fallen off of it, there'll be brown pine needles on it, it'll be fine. Nice striped blue pine. Now this one didn't have any pine needles on it. It had a good amount of pine needles on it last fall, but it didn't have any pine needles on it now, and the base of it is solid blue. Almost all the way through the core, just solid blue. So I don't know how good the wood's gonna mill out. From what I can tell after pacing it off, I've got about 40 feet of log there that I'm gonna haul back, and I'm gonna haul that big chunk back. The pieces I cut off were about 6 foot long, the segments, because I was trying to cut it back to where the wood was good. I don't wanna throw a punky piece of wood up on my mill and mill it out in hopes that I can get a couple pieces out of it. I've got too much dead pine out there to worry about it. There's 2 trees, they're about 2/3 of the way back down that trail. Off to the left, they're probably about this big around, and they're standing dead with needles on them. So they'll probably have some nice, really good blue pine in there. But I was kind of hoping, I mean, that thing had to be over 80 feet tall. It would have been a lot of millable wood out of one tree. And I'd get to test out my trailer on a massive log. But like I said, still 36, 40 feet. You're talking about this big around. I didn't take a tape measure out there, so I don't know exactly the diameter of the stump, but it's pretty big. It's gonna push the limits of my mill. So this video is running a little bit on the long side. I'm gonna cut this short. I don't like to put out videos that are more than 10 minutes long. Some of my videos get up around 15 minutes, and then you get up around 15 minutes where I live, satellite internet, it takes a long time to upload a video. So I try and keep my videos down to 10 minutes, and I wanted to put a lot of content in there, me dropping the tree, give you a good look at my property as I'm walking out there. I love my property, it's beautiful, my opinion. However, the Oregon bar, Oregon chain, that came as a combo on Amazon. I'll try and leave a link to it, but it depends on whether you have the same saw I do or have the saw that's gonna be compatible with it. I don't know why I buy Oregon chains. They seem to stretch out before I wear them out. I sharpen them all the time, but I still have a pretty good amount of tooth there. So, I don't know. I still buy them. Maybe I should buy a different chain and check it out, see if it gets wore out before it gets stretched out all the way. This one didn't have any more adjustment to it, and it was loose enough it wouldn't stay on the bar. The bar itself is the original bar for the saw, and I couldn't tell you how much I used it, and I bought it used. So it's got a nice V down the middle. I have run a file down it to flatten it out, and I know that helps out with wear on your chain, but I don't know. I think you should only do that a couple times before you just buy a new bar. If you want to know more about chainsaws, sharpening chainsaws, cutting trees down, don't look on my channel. I'm a rookie. Go over to Buck and Billy Ray's channel. I love that channel. It's just a good channel. Lots of content on dropping trees and him and his boy out there doing what they do. Until next time, guys, go make something.